right, everybody, welcome back, man. I'm smiling because I hope you guys saw the title of this episode, which is New Year, Same BS. And I'm gonna talk to you guys a little bit about Jerry Jones here. But 1,000 views on our last podcast. I'm really looking to beat that on this one. So like, comment, share, thumbs up, do whatever you need to do. I really want to try and beat 1,000 likes. All right, so let's throw up the topics of the day. All right, so the first things first, we're gonna talk about Jerry and how he always manages to burst our Cowboys bubble. We're excited about football. We can't be excited about football because Jerry Jones steals that from us. I'll explain that in a minute. Okay. And then we're gonna talk about the Micah and Jerry feud that's happening right now. He refuses to pay Micah Parsons. We have no idea why. We're gonna talk about that, and then we're gonna be looking at some highlights that are happening on the field, that are actually happening on the field. Football is back. You should be excited. I'm excited, man. Football is back. I'm super excited about that. We're gonna watch a bunch of highlights, and then I got a couple of training camp notes that I'm gonna share with you guys. Okay. All right, well, let's just jump straight into the Jerry Jones stuff, man. New Year's, same BS. Jerry Jones every year finds a way to steal our joy, man. He just never ceases to amaze me how we can get excited and a whole new year will pop up and we're like little kids excited to open that Christmas present the night before, and then here comes Jerry like the Grinch to steal that from us, steal that joy, and remind you it's not your Cowboys, it's Jerry's Cowboys, right? So he did that. He did that in first minute of the season during his press conference, which should have been Brian Schottenheimer's press conference, man. It really should have just been Brian Schottenheimer up there for 15, 20 minutes. Let him talk. Let him be the face of the team for just a minute, right? This is his first time running the whole show, and Jerry just couldn't do it, man. Jerry not only took center stage, but he threw Schottenheimer off to the end of the table there, and he just rambled for like an hour.
And so things undone, dangling participles up.
In 1 hour, really just reminded me like, that's right. This guy sucks. Jerry sucks, man. And he does this to us every single year. You get excited. You got a new coach, and we should be excited. We were excited. You got a new coach who, as soon as he jumped in front of the cameras, he starts talking. You're like, oh, man, this dude's super smart. He has a really good game plan together. You bring in a defensive coordinator who's found a way with not so great teams and not so great players on defense in Eberflus. He's found a way to bring and make them top 10 defenses. And that's something to be excited about. And then you went out and got the best offensive line coach and brought him to your team. That's something to be excited about. And then you went and had an amazing draft. You knocked it out of the park with the draft. That's something to be excited about. And then you go and get Pickens, and then it's just like, forget it, dude. We're done. We're ready. Let's go. Let's play week 1 right now. I was ready. I was amped, and I'm still amped. And then I watched this stupid press conference, and then there was Jerry ready to steal the thunder and make everything about him. He took the shine away from Schottenheimer. That should have been Schottenheimer by himself up there for at max 15 minutes, and it wasn't. It was Jerry just rambling on the Netflix special, and did you see me on Land, man? And and then the news reporters don't do us any. They're hey, Jerry, did you see there's a cartoon and you're on a cartoon? Why are we feeding into this? I'm talking to my plant. Why are we feeding into this? What are we doing? Like, don't give him any fuel. He's already rambling on his own. But it's getting worse, man. I sat there and I was like, what did I just hear? Every time you ask him a question, he just talks for 5 minutes, and it's at the end, you're like, well, what did he, not only did he, what did he say? What was the original question? This dude's losing his mind. Why is he up there? Out of nowhere, somebody's finally asking Schottenheimer a question about, I don't even remember what the question was. He's 6 seconds into the question. Here comes Jerry. And for no reason whatsoever, he's like,
well, yeah. And, hey, why am I going to pay Micah? He was hurt 6 games last year. And then, remember when I paid Dak all that money? And then we lost him the very next year.
Why? Out of nowhere, bro. No one was even talking to you. Why are you throwing our best players under the bus for no reason? He just takes over the press conference and just pisses you off for no reason. There was no reason to throw them people under the bus. We don't need any of that energy, but we got it. And that's what I'm saying. It's New Year, same BS. And then the press conference is over, and guess what? We didn't learn anything, dude. We didn't learn anything. There's no real update. All we know is that Micah doesn't have a contract. We didn't learn anything new. And so that's the next thing I'm going to talk about, right? Because he just apparently refuses to let him or his team call Micah's agent. And now Micah's super pissed off. And just real quick, here's what Jerry said.
I have things undone, dangling participles. I bet I have 20 of them every day. You can't have it all done at the same time. It doesn't work that way. When you're up there in that top 10%, so to speak, of the league, and that top quartile of your team, leadership is really big. And leadership exhibits himself when you're negotiating as well. Again, I want to mention that we're here with everybody under contract. You know, I don't necessarily talk to these agents, so I don't.
So that's what Jerry said. All right, roll it. Let's see what Micah had to say in return.
I'm doing this for myself and my teammates. Like I said, this isn't for Jerry. This isn't for Steven. My agent's been reaching out. As at one point, another grown man has to be willing to reach out as himself. You know what I mean? Like, communication works both ways. They reached out, you know, so that needs to happen too. They got to want to do it on their part. If they don't want me here, they don't want me here. I'll go about my business. I understand the nature of the business.
And this is right here what I'm talking about. All he did was piss off Micah. All he's doing is talking crap about his best players and basically saying this is why they're not good enough. Hey, this is why I shouldn't have paid this guy that time. And this is definitely why I need to be smart. And I can't pay Micah because he might get hit by a car. What are you talking about? Why are we talking about people getting hit by cars? And that's I'm trying to let me calm myself down here. It was unneeded. It was reckless. It was worthless, useless. Any word you want to use. There was no reason to go on and do that press conference, piss off Micah, and this is Micah's response. There's no reason. Now Micah feels undervalued, underappreciated, rightfully so. You got your best player not only on your team, but basically in the entire NFL. Now you've pissed him off. Why? What was the point of all that? From my standpoint, from the fan standpoint, I'm behind Micah. And then people will say, well, Jerry likes to do this because he likes all the publicity and he likes people talking about the Cowboys. People are already talking about the Cowboys. We don't need this drama in the start of camp. We don't need the drama. We don't need the extra clicks. We're already going to get them. You're already America's team, Jerry. You're already on all the front pages. You're the most valuable franchise in the entire world. So that can't be it. It can't be that Jerry likes the extra attention. That can't be it. I really think it's just an ego thing. He just thinks stringing this thing along is going to show his power and his strength. And then at the end, you end up paying $4 or $5 million every year for this player. Micah said it. Should have signed me last year. Had you signed him last year, you could have got him for 36, 38 million. And then you waited for some reason to show your strength or how smart you are. Jerry Jones is such a smart person. Now you're going to pay him $41, $42 million a year. It's going to cost you $4 or $5 million a year because of your terrible negotiating skills that you continue to do. You did it with CD, you did it with Dak, you did it with Zach, you did it with Zeke. And every single time, you wait to the very end, and then you pay him way more than you should, way more than you had to. All right, let me decompress a little bit. Let's move on, all right? Let's stop there because Jerry's pissed me off enough. Football's back, man, and real football's back. Players are on the field, and regardless of all that crap I just talked about, I'm super excited to see these guys get back out there, watch the new schemes, the new setups. And so let's run through some highlights because that's why we're all here, okay? First off, let's jump straight into this clip, which is Turpin taking a handoff. Look how fast this dude looks. Crazy. Not only on the way up there, but on the way back. Look how much energy he has running back to the line of scrimmage. Look how fast this guy looks. It looks like I'm fast forwarding this clip, but I'm not. It should excite you for a lot of reasons. That Turpin looks that fast compared to NFL players, and that Turpin's taking handoffs this early in training camp. And what I'm hearing also from the scouts is we're opening up. We're doing a lot of play action pass. We're doing a lot of pre-motion. Voch Lombardi said it was like 90% pre-motion snap. And you're trying to confuse the defenses. And we didn't do any of that crap when Mike McCarthy was here. So not only is it awesome to see Turpin and how fast he is, but that lets me know like, hey, we might be opening up this offense. And that's super exciting. Okay. All right, the next one's going to be Sam Williams. We're super excited to get Sam Williams back, man. We lost him for the entire year last year. to that injury. And CD Lamb said it today, and I think Micah said it the other day. Y'all need to pay attention to Sam Williams. This dude's looking really good. He's looking really strong. Now, on the first couple plays and the first day of training camp, he's out here knocking Tyler Neville down. Excuse me. That's your rookie tight end. That's probably his welcome to the NFL moment. But that looks good, and that's what you want. You want that high energy. That being said, I did hear that Schottenheimer had to get on to him and tell him, hey, don't knock people down on the ground. But he was still excited, just like me, that Sam Williams was looking strong. But we can't be knocking each other down, okay? All right, so another one that I wanted, not necessarily a play, but more things that are happening on the sideline. Tyler Booker and Tyler Smith working together. Tyler Smith grabbing Tyler Booker, say, hey, man, let me come work with you. That's super awesome for two different reasons. Tyler Smith taking that leadership, right? Because he's your best player on the offensive line. Tyler Booker is your rookie. So Tyler Smith knows, like, let me grab this kid. Let me talk to him. I love seeing that leadership. I also love how receptive Booker is to it. Like, yeah, man, show me, like, I'm willing to work, show me new techniques. To have Tyler Smith, the left guard, coaching up Tyler Booker, the right guard, man, that's awesome, dude. And that's going to be very helpful to us, having a stud like Smith helping Booker. That's going to be awesome for us. The next clip is going to be CD Lamb, and CD Lamb's been all over the field. But in this clip, CD Lamb breaks Kalen Carson's ankles, and listen, it looks great. CD Lamb looks awesome. CD Lamb looks like CD Lamb. He's going to be a top 3 receiver for us this year. Oh, Lord! But what's bad is Kalen Carson right now, because you're decimated at cornerback. Kalen Carson is trying to get a starting position. That should worry you. That worries me. Our cornerback room is thin, and one of the top 3, maybe 4 cornerbacks that we have that are healthy get burned like that. Look at his ankles. Look at this. Look at what CD is doing to him. So it's good for CD, great for our offense, bad for our defense, bad for that cornerback room. So Voch Lombardi is a guy I follow, really good reporter. He's actually at California for the training camp, but he's awesome at breaking down offensive and defensive line. And I was really happy to see on his YouTube page today, he talked about Tyler Guyton. And Tyler Guyton looking great at left tackle. And there's a couple clips here where he's beaten Nealon and a few other people. But that's great for us because he is your starting left tackle right now, okay? And he did not have a good year last year. But remember, it was a rookie year. He did get hurt. He got pulled a couple games. So it was a rough year for him. So out of the first couple practices, for somebody like Voch Lombardi to say, hey, Tyler Guyton is looking good, I'm really excited about that. And you should be too, because that's your starting left tackle. We need him to start and start fast. So that's awesome. And then the other one was Kaiir Elam. Continues to shine. Kaiir Elam. I don't know why I can't say that. Continues to shine. He was one of the breakout players along with Miles Sanders from the OTAs. Those are the two guys that were really standing out, and he continues to do so. After the first couple practices, he's already had a pass breakup and an interception. So we really need Kaiir Elam to step up. We really need this off-season training camp Kaiir Elam to be the guy that, I don't know, maybe he's going to be your starting cornerback next to Bland out there. I don't know, but super excited that the OTA stuff continues. I'm still hearing the same things. He still looks good. That's going to be really good for us. Okay. And then the other thing that I wanted to throw out there is Eberflus has challenged his defense. Okay. Get this. He's telling them he wants 40 plus turnovers this year. And that is, if you know anything about football, that is an insane number. 40 plus turnovers is a ridiculous goal, but I'm glad. Throw numbers out there. Tell the guys, go do this. And that being said, he's asking for a crazy thing like 40 turnovers from his defense this year. They've already gotten like 6 turnovers in the first 2 training camps. Again, I understand. We're just talking about training camp, but that's all we have right now to go off of. So that's what I'm going to go off of, okay? So that's awesome. I love that Eberflus is immediately coming in and challenging these dudes. And in the first 2 training camps, even though all the highlights and everybody's just showing, Dak to CD, Dak to Pickens and all that stuff, and Miles Sanders breaking away, Deuce Vaughn breaking away. The scouts and everybody that's at training camp is saying, hey, don't let that film fool you. Defense is winning out here. The defense is looking better. The defense is looking faster. Their communication is looking good. Their movements are looking good. Their adjustments are looking good. And the reason that that's important is because on offense is where we're stacked. On offense is where we have all the great players. On defense is where we're injured everywhere. Linebacker, cornerback, D-tack, everything is looking suspect on defense. So really glad to hear that this early in preseason training camp, the defense is the one that's outshining. I hope that's an Eberflus thing, that's a scheme thing, and we only get better as the new players, as the healthy players come back. Awesome news there. Let's see. Did I have anything else that I wanted to throw out there? Yeah, Bland was out day 2, but Bland is not out because of an injury. Bland actually had a baby, so congratulations. Congratulations to Deron Bland. Had a baby, had to miss a couple practices. Baby couldn't hold off like 2 days. We don't practice tomorrow. Just kidding. Congratulations, Deron Bland. All right, guys. So that's it, really. That's all I wanted to talk about today. I tried to do it as quick as I could, but I'm excited, man. Football's back, so it's hard for me to just like settle down and just do like a 10-minute podcast. All right, so that's it for tonight, guys. Thank you so much. I'm gonna come back super quick next week. We got a lot more practices I'm gonna go over and a lot more things. Hopefully Micah Parsons gets paid and we can get rid of this drama, but we got Jerry. There's always gonna be drama. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Thank you so much. Don't forget to watch us or follow us, on all of our platforms from TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. It's awesome having you guys. Thank you so much. I'm so happy I get to do these podcasts, talk about the Dallas Cowboys, because I love the Dallas Cowboys. I appreciate you guys. Y'all come back, tune in with me, check in with me next week, and y'all be good, man. Peace out.